Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Gigi and Nate is starring Charlie Rowe. This is a story about a young man that goes through an accident and is paralyzed, and so he needs a service pet, which is a monkey named Gigi. And so they kind of have this going on bond, and next they have to deal with this animals rights trial. This is like really set in reality when it comes to animal rights and what certain animals shouldn't be pet services or shouldn't not be, or like should be or such not. And I was like, this is an interesting premise. And I was like, I like how I'm interested to see how the story tells this and plays out. At the beginning of this movie, I was like, all right, this is very emotional because the movie takes about 20 minutes to develop Nate, which is played by Charlie Rowe, his accident and how he goes through it and how he's feeling about it. That first 20 minutes was really good and a very character driven part of the movie. And next he gets Gigi, which, it's a cute little bond with this monkey. I really like the dynamic between the two. And some part, I believe, if I'm right, it looks like they used a real monkey, but there was also some CGI work in this movie, which just looks straight up bad. It was just not that good when it came to whenever the monkey had to do these weird expressions and had to make these weird movement. There was this one scene where this dog chases Gigi, and it just looked terrible. Like, you could tell that the dog and Gigi was CGI. It was just bad. Again, if this was based on a true story, don't know if that's actually how it happened or whatnot. But it's just that CGI did not. They just did not have enough budget for it, and it feels like that's something they could have just cut it out because it had no purpose in the movie, to be honest. Like, because it's supposed to set up that certain people in the family are not okay, or are not, that they don't want Gigi there, and so it's like we didn't need that to cover that part, because it doesn't really come into play. Like, there's people that are annoyed with it, and it's shown throughout the movie that they're annoyed with somewhat of Gigi's presence, but no real conflict comes into interplay with it. No, there's no true real conflicts in this movie, really. Like, most of the conflicts is just glossed over with and just resolved like that with no problem. One of the sisters have to move away, and she feels like she has to take care of Nate because of his condition, and he's like, no, you go do you, and it's just like, live your life. Throw away your life because of me, type of stuff. And it's like, that's a good message, but not once ever we've seen this character take care of you besides just now. And it's just like, characters just, that's like another thing. Characters go missing and characters show up out of nowhere with conflict. It's like, where was all of this? Like, if one character comes in this movie, has zero purpose in the movie, besides for one conflict, and that's for like this trial thing, because she basically causes this trial to happen, because Nate brings Gigi into public around food and all that, and so they gets these service, like animal rights people, to like come out and protest, which is the most dumbest thing ever that I've ever seen in a movie. The way that this protest works, but we'll talk about that later on. She has zero purpose in this movie besides that one thing, and there's no resolution for it. She feels bad, but she doesn't tell Nate that she feels bad. She tells the mom that she feels bad for what happens, but there's no talk between her and Nate about what happened and how, and no resolution, and she's there at the end of the movie with him. I'm like, okay. So like the pacing and like there's stuff missing in this movie that just, so the movie just feels disconnected, and it just doesn't feel like it flows. Literally, those first 20 minutes I really do enjoy, but everything after that, it's like, oh, okay. Like the trial, whole entire situation, this was in the trailers. This is like the big thing for the movie. It's like, is he gonna keep Gigi? Is he not? And it's like, if you have seen the trailer, you've basically seen the movie, because that trial has honestly really no purpose at all. It's just like quick and done, and it's glossed over, and the effect of the trial really has no purpose towards the end of the movie. It's like, why did you guys not think of this before? And so it's like, it has zero purpose. And the way that these people do this trial, it's like don't go on their property. This is public. This is a public sidewalk. We can protest freely here. But then they're like, then they're throwing like whatever, like paint onto their property. I'm like, now you're just vandalizing them. So now this is not a free protesting rights. Now you're just becoming vandalism. This doesn't make any sense. You just broke the law, and somehow they freaking, and it's just like, and so there's somehow like the government is somewhat behind them, even though that their way of protesting is not the right way to do it. So it's just like this. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I really wanted to like this movie. This is a movie that I really wanted to like, and there's good small moments throughout the film. It's not all straight up bad as like Rotten Tomatoes is putting it as, but it's not the greatest. It's not like top tier of a movie like this. I've seen way better bonding movies with a pet animal and such. I just came out very unsatisfied, basically, when it came to the story and certain scenes with the CGI, which just looks straight up bad. I'm gonna give Gigi and Nate a C-. It's not straight up awful, but if you have nothing to watch, you could go out and see this, but mostly just wait until it hits streaming. This is not that type of movie that's like go out and see immediately, and it's really emotional type of movie. Breaking was a way more emotional movie, and I give that like a C+. And if anything, go watch that. That's actually a good movie by itself. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.